Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here. You know, I had said I was kind of tired of speaking to the public. I haven't anything new to say, and just want to give you a chance to weave into your way. I went out last night and I did some karaoke. First song, I blew it. Second song, if I could turn back the hands of time. Third song, boy, and that knife. Brooke Benton. You know what Brooke Benton's song is. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I came in, went to bed. This morning I woke up and I felt great. Usually I wake up I'm swimming like this here, dizzy. But this morning I woke up feeling fresh. I felt so good. Well, but the day is going on and I haven't said anything to you. So I asked God, is there anything else that you want me to say? Or is there anything I've left undone? And so I was touched and inspired to share something with you, which I'm sure you don't know. And that is heavenliness. I spent all these years talking to you about paradise and living where everything, your problems are resolved, you got all the answers. I've done that. But I haven't given you exactly what the fine point that would help you to understand. Now, let me see if I can share that with you. The little fine point is this, ladies and gentlemen. You see, heavenliness, heaven for us, is a natural thing. It's just like the trees and the grass, they are there, and whatever has to happen for it to grow happens. And it grows. The trees grow, the grass grow, they leave, they come back, whatever. Everything happens naturally. And so when we were planted here on this earth, it was supposed to be a natural formula that we would live just as happy in life, just as protected in life as a tree. And what that means? That means that God put us here. Just like the tree has what it needs to survive, part of it comes from the earth, some from the sun, etc. We have resources that are here and there and here and there. And God knows that. But He put us here and He gave each of us a unique quality that we can play a part in this process while we are here on this earth. Now, so I can make this a little bit more understandable, I want every last one of you to have a job. Everybody that got a job, I want you to think about it. Think about your job. So you're thinking about your job, right? Now, I want to get the attention of those of you who have a job that love your job. I mean, you just absolutely love it. Okay, so we've boiled it down to lesser, but there are many of you that love your jobs. All right, now what I want to do is I want to take those of you who don't love your job and say, we're going to place the opportunity for you to choose the job that gives you your greatest joy. In this moment of time, you can take it, choose the job that gives you your greatest joy, that you believe will give you your greatest joy, the job that you've wanted all the time. Now, let's assume you got that job. You with me so far? You just got everybody right now is in a position that they love. Now, you're not working, you're just in a position that you love. All right, now let's deal with the people who don't have jobs. Okay, many of them are educated for certain different jobs and careers, and now they are going to have available to them the opportunity to choose a career that gives them their greatest joy. Now, they've done so. Now, they've been added to the process. They've been added to the roles of employment. Now, let's take those who perhaps are not so well educated or not educated at all as far as they know. And let's ask them, what would they love doing? What kind of work, what kind of career would they engage themselves in if they had a choice that would give them their greatest joy? Okay, now they've done that. So all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, every American, and like every American, every human on earth has chosen a career of their own that will give them their greatest joy in participating in the process of life on earth. Now, let's go to work. Now, it doesn't matter. Everything is covered. There is no job uncovered. Everything is covered by those of you who've been working and by those additionals. There is no position open except for those who are being born to fill the positions for those who've been passing on. Okay, now everyone is employed. And you know what you're doing? You are creating what you need: food, clothing, shelter, education, healthcare, transportation, planes, going to the moon, going out in space, doing all kinds of things. Everything is covered. When you have your imagination takes you a different place, something else you want to do, because you are creators now. You are a creator working with God. This is what you're doing. The aspirations come. It feeds in your hunger to do something, and the world is ready and acceptable, and you're doing it. Now, check this out. Everybody is thrill-packed because they have their career jobs. Nobody is suffering from a lack of anything. There is no separation. There's no lying, there's no cheating, there's no stealing, there's no killing, there's no terror, there's no racism, there's no hatred, there's no bigotry, there is no deception. Your need. Naturally, we have heaven on earth. Naturally, just that dead blasted simple. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Guess what? There's nothing added. You see, you don't need anything else. This is natural. Now, see, here's what I want to see if I can give you an indication of what the problem is. The problem came along with, in this heaven, if someone came up and say, well, this is wonderful, but couldn't it be a little bit better? Couldn't it just be a little bit better? You might ask yourself, how could it be a little bit better? You know, if you got access to any transportation you want, how could that be better? How could having access to the housing that you desire, how can that be better? The only thing that could make that better is if somebody else couldn't have the kind of housing that they need. If somebody else couldn't have access to the kind of transportation they need. So what is happening now is that process that allowed for all of this heavenliness, now it's been disturbed by selfishness. 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 So all of the problems in humankind all over the world, it exists because men have said they can do it better than God. And folks have been threatened, put down, beat down, and murdered and forced to accept this lie. And that lie is a living lie. So I guess what I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, heaven is in your hand. Stop trying to die thinking God's going to bring you to a heaven. You want a heaven? Create it right here, right now. Thank you so very much for your time.